Well, hey everyone, and welcome to this week's Training Tuesday. I am Heidi Reese and am the Dayton Superiors Training Programs Manager, hanging out here with Chuck Hoke, who's given me a bunch of like faces to screw me up, almost did. So thanks to Chuck for joining us, but guess what? He's not presenting today. I just want to go over a couple of items. So everyone who has joined has been joined and muted, but I don't want that to let you stop from asking any questions. You can do so through the chat functionality or the question and answer within Zoom. And that's basically it. I'll talk to you as the person who's going to be presenting. And definitely at the very end, we're going to have a mini question and answer session. And we'll be sure to get those questions relayed and answered for you. Okay. So getting started, find my mouse here. All right. So this presentation is intended for training purposes only. Anything that's going to be as far as product that we go over, please refer to DaytonSuperior.com for any of the technical specifications and the products that are mentioned. And that's DaytonSuperior.com. There's technical data sheets and all kinds of good things out there. So Dayton Superior, we're delivering the most comprehensive portfolio of concrete construction product solutions. We are the leading provider of these engineered solutions, whether it be for accessories, chemicals, forming, engineering, support such as customer support or technical support, and of course training. You can email us for training@DaytonSuperior.com. So these Training Tuesdays are just very brief, insightful little tidbits so that you can learn more. And if you want to broaden that scope, please get with us at training@DaytonSuperior.com and we'll be happy to get something customized and get something set up for you. Okay. We have the solutions for your project, like I said just on the previous slide, whether they be for accessories, chemical, or forming. Chemical solutions are specifically formulated to meet design specifications, whether it be for new construction or any of your retrofit or repair needs. As you can see with all the things flying on the screen, we've got all the different brands. For accessories, we've got taper lock, sleeve lock, bar lock, and DBTI for the rebar splicing world. We've got AccuBrace, which is one of our lifting systems with, actually Brad could probably talk about it a little bit as we go through this presentation. We have the Cody clip, which is the clipper tool that connects the rebar instead of using tie wire. And then we have Tiltworks and Slabworks. We'll talk about that a little bit at the end. Forming solutions, all kinds of systems for forming and shoring. And today we're going to be talking about our bracing procedures and safety, and specifically around the rental products. Where are the locations? Where can you rent from? As well as how to return, the different inspections that are used on our tilt-up braces, the procedures, and then if there's any damage, how do you report that and how is it billed back? And then just an overall, we want to make sure that everything is safe so that when it goes back out for your next project, you have that peace of mind from us. And here to talk about all of that is none other than Mr. Bradley Fawcett. He is our tilt-up rental fleet manager. He has an extensive experience spanning over 20 years, during which he has honed that skill in AccuBrace. So remember, I put that little blurb in there earlier. He's been doing those installations and system oversight within those 20 years. His hands-on approach in the field is also coupled with the ability to manage the entire system. It really showcases his deep understanding and expertise of these systems, as well as the tilt-up and rental fleet management. So Brad, teach us more, please.
All right. Well, let me first say I'd just like to thank everybody for taking the time out of their busy day to join us here. Heidi, I'm having a little difficult. There it is. Okay. So like Heidi said, we're going to talk about our safety and some policies and things with our braces. Different product rentals, like Heidi said, we have the Simons by Dayton Superior with our forming. We have AccuBrace, which has our helical ground anchors to freestand tilt-up and precast walls. We also have various accessories of lifting hardware, inserts, anything that you would need for your tilt-up or precast needs. We'll also talk about some different rental facilities in the U.S. where we can save money for you with transportation, maintenance time. We provide quality and strength that you know you can trust, and product pickup and delivery to job sites. We can also ship material to your job site, or you're more than happy to pick it up at one of our facilities. So this slide here, we want to just show this slide. These are the different various braces that Dayton Superior has to offer. We have a brace that's called a Superior 5 to 8, which is our smallest adjustable brace. And we just brought to the market this year a Superior 62. A Superior 62 brace is a 62-foot brace. It's a 52-foot brace with a coupler and a 10-foot extension attached to it to give you that 62 feet. These are starting to be popular with a lot of our data centers, but they don't have to go to a data center. You can use them for various different reasons. So like I said, we go from 5 feet to 62 feet. And if you reach out to us with what your needs are, I'm sure we can help you with one of our braces in our brace line. Rental locations, like we have various rental locations. We have two on the West Coast, one in Tracy, California, one in Rubidoux, which is near Los Angeles, one in New Brunswick, Texas, Bloomington, Minnesota, Pewaukee, Wisconsin, Indianapolis, Indiana, Allentown, PA, Brandywine, Maryland, Brazelton, Georgia, and also Orlando, Florida. So we can ship and receive braces at any of these locations. I know you'll see on the map here where we don't have anything maybe towards the Midwest and Wyoming, Colorado. We can definitely fill your needs with one of our yards nearby. Running shipping requirements. So we have different ways that we ship braces. Every brace ships and bundles differently. Depending on what brace you're using is how we band them. Obviously, the bigger braces are going to be heavier, so they're going to be less braces in a bundle. We want that to be easy for you to unload at a job site, or when you're returning braces. We don't want to have too many braces per bundle where maybe our fork truck won't be able to lift it off. And then that becomes a safety hazard, either in our yard or maybe on your job site. So we could always, if you need a brace rental and you don't know how they'll be being delivered to you or how you might need to return those braces to the yard, you can always reach out to us. We can send you this diagram that tells you exactly how to bundle braces for shipping and receiving. On this slide here, it just kind of shows what our large brace packaging would look like. At the bottom, with our Superior 32s, Superior 32 makes up a couple different braces. It's a 32-foot brace. We can make it into a 37-foot brace, a 42-foot brace, or even a 52-foot brace with just some couplers and extensions to add on to that lead 32-foot section. So this is kind of shows you kind of what our expectations are when they leave our yards and when we return them back to our yards. Again, and just another diagram that we could provide to our customers. This guide here tells, the brace length, the lift quantity, which is what I was just talking about in that previous slide, how much each brace weighs, and the approximate lift weight. So when I say lift weight, that's like a full bundle. If we were shipping these out, say a 32-foot, a Superior 32, each lift would be about 4,320 pounds. that'd be about 16 braces per bundle. What we like to do is go 8 at the bottom, some timbers in between, 8 at the top, band them, and they're ready for shipping. Why are our inspections and repair, why an inspection and repair process? Well, for one, number one thing is safety. Number two is security. Number three is peace of mind. We want our braces to be in perfect condition as they can be, right? So that's safety. We don't want to send a brace out, going to have a failure of any parts or components of the brace and get somebody hurt or hopefully not hurt or killed. Security is just, you have that security in mind, knowing that when you run a brace from Dayton Superior, that all the inspection repair processes have been done, in which they will be. Our teams are very, very good at this. And a peace of mind, knowing that when our braces show up at your job site, you can take them from the truck to the panel and erect them immediately. Typical design braces, this is what I was just talking about a few slides before. We chose to use a Superior 32. Like I said, this brace can be used as a 32-foot brace, a 37-foot brace, a 42-foot brace, and a 52-foot brace, all with a coupler and extensions being added to that 32-foot lead section. Obviously, the longer the brace gets, the different load capacities that brace will have. So you could talk to our engineering, you could call me, you could call anyone from Dayton Superior, and they can get you to the right people to see what those load capacities are on the different size braces that you may need. Here, we just wanted to show some typical braces that we receive. As you can see, our inspection team there on the left. On the right, this slide shows this is a typical, what we call a DBR, damage beyond repair brace. This brace was probably removed from the wall and laid on the ground and ran over by, an all-terrain forklift, maybe a backhoe, something like that. But this is a typical DBR brace that we see in our yards coming back in. Unfortunately, this brace is exactly what it is, DBR, damage beyond repair. There's no repairs to this. At this point, we would need to charge for this brace. Some of our components in our braces, most every brace has these components. There's a couple braces that have smaller braces that are adjustable, have an inner and outer tube, which is basically the only difference. But you have your pipe, you have your adjustment screw assembly, which is this thing down here on the left, bottom left. You have our foot plates, which some people call them foot plates, some people call them wall plates. And then you have your swivel assembly. That's the part that is in the middle here at the bottom. That's normally the part that attaches to the wall panel or the, the insert in the panel. And then you have your connections and fasteners with your bolts, nuts, and various attachments. And along with our warning labels, be sure that everybody knows what's going on with that brace. Some of the inspections that we do for our adjustment rod, we're checking for straightness, we're checking for cracks, we're checking the hole where the bolts go through, be sure that they're not over tightened or had a lot of load on them, which might have cracked the hole that you might not see with the wall plate on there. So if any of that is true to this on a return, this adjustment assembly would be taken out of the brace and scrapped and a new one put in. Inspection of the foot plates, same thing. We're checking for wear and tear. We're checking the ears for cracks or breaks. Verify the head bolt stops are present, and we're verifying that these are actually Dayton Superior foot plates, which we have all of our DSC foot plates stamped. And it's important to know that these bolt head stops are present, because if you do get some vibration from wind in your panels and that bolt backs out or loosens up a little bit, at least the head stops there will stop that bolt and washer from that wall plate sliding off of the bolt and having a failure. Some things that people don't really know is the bolts should be torqued every day to make sure that everything's staying tight. Swivel assemblies. So same thing. We're always checking for wear and tear. We're checking for cracks, breaks. On a lot of our old assemblies, we have what we call a spring pin. And that's what this is pointing to. You want to make sure that spring pin is in there. Inside of that swivel is a bolt. And that there's a hole drilled in that bolt that spring pin goes through that allows that swivel to turn 360 degrees. So if that spring pin is missing or broken, that eventually over time, by adjusting that brace and putting your panel in plumbness, that bolt will work out and that swivel will come apart. So another thing that we've just done in the last few months, we've redesigned our swivel. We're eliminating that pin, and we're actually putting a 5/16 grade 8 bolt and nut through there. So it's easier to identify, and it's easier to see if we have any breakage in that bolt as well when we're doing our inspections. So to me, that's a really big thing for us. Again, here's some more pictures of our conversions from a B12 to a B14, 15, and 16. This kind of shows you the top is a 14, which is, or it could be, I'm sorry, it's a 16, a B16. So you have one coupler and one 5-foot extension. The second one is a 14, which is a coupler and a 10-foot extension that makes your 42-footer. And your bottom is a 15, B15, which is 2 couplers and 2 10-foot extensions to make 52 feet. That kind of just shows you what it would look like in the field if you were to take delivery of those. Next, we'd like to talk about some brace damage reporting and on how we try to do things. This is just telling, on telescoping braces, jumbo braces, this just kind of gives us a guideline with our yards, what is DBR'd and what's not. So for example, on a Superior 5 to 8, both pipes are damaged. If one pipe in a component is damaged, or one pipe is seized and cannot be removed or adjusted, that would qualify as a DBR brace. On a jumbo brace, one pipe in the component's damaged, or one pipe is seized and cannot be removed or adjusted. So that just kind of gives us a guideline as well, and it would also give our customers a guideline, when they have these on site, to try to make sure some of the stuff doesn't happen. Here we have some photographs of preparing braces for damage photos. What we like to do is when we bring braces on a brace return into our yard, we have a dent tool, and I think we'll show pictures of that here in the next slide or so. But we like to number each dent or ding or damage, and then what we'll do is number those, and we'll date it. And as you can see on the right, we try to put some sort of little description. That way, if a customer asks for pictures, we can provide those damaged pictures for them. But we also like to do this because if we have a dent or a ding in a brace that passes our inspection, we want to circle that and date it and initial it. That way, if that brace goes out to a job and comes back, you know, that next customer is not getting charged for a damage that they didn't cause. So here's some more pictures of some damaged braces. The lower left is our dent tool, what I was just talking about. So each dent or ding gets this gauge put on it. And if you can see the space in between there, you can see this little niblet down bottom. If you put that on a brace and it rocks back and forth, that passes our inspection. That gauge lays flat and you can't rock it back and forth, and that's a dent or ding that's DBR'd and would be needed to be taken out of service. Again, up in the right, we just kind of like to notate on the braces if they're DBR'd or, you know, if there is a ding or a dent that does pass our process. Again, here's some more damage photos. You can see the bowing of the braces at the end. You can see the threaded rod assembly is bent. These are all DBR braces. These will be billed out to our customers, unfortunately. So when we do a damage reporting, our yards fill out a sheet similar to what you see on the right. They'll take pictures of each damage, and then they'll cross-reference this over to a damage report for billing that gets sent to our CSRs to bill out the customer. This is available for any of our rentals that we have returns for. So as you can see, it gives us a log number, maybe the job name, the customer, what the damages were, and then we number out, you know, photo 1, photo 2, so on and so forth. At all of our rental yards, we have an internal system, which is our rental return log. So once a return comes in, the yard personnel does a quick count, get this process started, and then once the final return is all inspected and reworked, then they'll go in and update this with any sort of damages to any braces or any other accessories that we might have on rental. This isn't just for braces, but we use this for all of our accessory rental products.
All right, that's me. So thank you, Brad, for talking through all that. We've got resources, obviously. So what are they? Well, one of them, and we're going to see that in a minute, is definitely Mr. Fawcett himself. But specifically, if you go out to DaytonSuperior.com, you're going to have all kinds of things, such as an estimating tool, as well as technical support assistance. We have the TiltWorks landing page where you can sign up for a free trial, as well as TiltWorks training if you need some training on that, or maybe you don't even know what I'm saying here with the word TiltWork. We definitely have that ability for you to go out there. Just search on DaytonSuperior.com and search for TiltWorks and you'll find it. So why is that important with bracing? Well, the TiltWorks software will provide one area for all of the different users to see the dimensions for estimating and all kinds of good things. I mean, there's just going to get training on there if you don't know what I'm talking about. And product pages. We have SlabWorks, which is also another form of engineering services for you. We have technical data sheets that I referenced earlier. In addition, we have safety data sheets if those are available or required for the products. Product landing pages. You see one there in the bottom right for Simon's forming STS, the Maxiform. All of that kind of goes together and it'll talk you through, well, how do I rent? How do I get this information? all on DaytonSuperior.com. So I referenced, okay, Mr. Bradley Fawcett. Well, here he is. If you guys need assistance with field installation services, especially around AccuBrace, you can contact Superior Tilt at DaytonSuperior.com, and that can be your one-stop shop for asking all the questions that you need. He's got a tilt-up rental coordinator and a team of installers as well as customer service that can assist in AccuBrace as well as fleet lift bracing. So most importantly, I think when we do these resources is who the heck do I contact? So if you don't really even know, and I'm throwing all this information at you, well, you know, Brad said it earlier, one of us in Dayton Superior can put you to the right person. But the main thing on the webpage is that we have a contact sheet specifically geared towards your area. So if you're in Ohio, you would just simply take that regional map. I believe it's under About Us, the source resources, excuse me, and then you can have the Dayton Superior or Simons. Look at the Ohio, and voila, there is the information for who to call, and that is your sales representative or your technical service representative, as well as Brad, I think, is on there as well. But we are here to assist. So we've got all the different types of emails that will get you to the right place. If you need estimations, then you can use that email there. I'm so glad this is being recorded and they've recorded me saying estimations. In addition, we've got the TiltWorks inquiry. So once you get your TiltWorks set up, if you've gone through the trial, if you need any help with that, then we've got the assistance for you as well. So guys, go ahead and put in any questions that you may have. And there is a QR code there on the bottom left that goes to if you want to have any training. So I referenced the training at DaytonSuperior.com. Well, just select that QR code there, scan it, and it will give you a little form, and we can answer your questions or get you something going for training. So is there any questions out there, guys? All right, well, I had a couple questions on the side, so I'll just answer them here. We don't provide the presentations to you, but we definitely put these out on the YouTube channels as well as the DaytonSuperior.com website. So you can re-watch these, re-listen to them at your own convenience, or if you have someone who would benefit from it, maybe they couldn't make it at this hour, you can send them the link to watch it. So simple as that. So if there aren't any questions, we can end it there. Going once. All right, well, all of you guys have a fantastic Tuesday, and I'll see you next week. Bye now. Thanks, Brad.
Thank you.